or an apple and orange seller, but we'd like to welcome Sam Crowley to the show.
Great
Hello.
segue.
Yeah,
Hello.
well,
How you guys doing?
I'm known as Mr. Segway. Sam Crowley, for those of you that don't know, is a very fascinating story. Fortune 100 executive, I believe.
Yeah, former Fortune 100.
And now it's every day is Saturday.
Every day. Today is Saturday, gentlemen. Check your calendar.
See, every day for me is like Monday afternoon.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it is for most people, too.
Yeah. Tell us about this.
You know, Every Day Saturday started back in 2004. Actually, much before that, but I was going to a job. I was with the same company for 15 years. Great people. I mean, I didn't mind what I did necessarily, but having
That's a ringing endorsement. Yeah, it didn't suck badly. You know?
Exactly right.
Go ahead.
But having kids changes you, right? And I always wanted to be a dad, you know. And we had our daughter, Madeline, was 3 years old. And I came home from work one night. I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. I don't know if you're familiar with the city, but I was working right down on the river. Great city. Love Cincinnati. I've been there about 12 years. Took that lonely corridor home up I-71 one night, and I thought, man, there's got to be a better way. There's just got to be a better way. I was buying things I couldn't afford with money I didn't have to impress people I didn't even like, man. I mean, it was going nuts. It's like this, crazy life cycle. So I get home, I walk up to my daughter's room, and I gave her a kiss goodnight, and she said, Daddy, it's tomorrow Saturday. And I said, Madeline, you've asked me that all the time. But why do you keep asking me? She said, because it's the only day I get a chance to see you. And so I said, someday soon, every day will be Saturday. And I'd love to tell you that I quit my job the next day, and I ran a successful business. But what happened was I quit my job about 6-7 months later. I went bankrupt, lost everything I had, went penniless, and that is when I built the personal development company I own now, everydayissaturday.com, to where it is. Once I lost everything. But
Good stuff.
It was my daughter, man, mentioning that, because kids have a way of speaking to you that, you just don't hear it all the time.
They don't care what you do. I will say that much. No. I got 3 of them, and they could care less what you do. They just want you there. They want you on the floor playing Legos or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And Saturday what do you do? Tell us about the program.
Yeah, I run a company called Every Day is Saturday now, and the website everydayissaturday.com. And what I do is people come to me that are just about in so much pain that they want to take that leap. And now, we have 15 million Americans here, 9.7% unemployment. But the other thing people don't understand is there's 77% of those individuals in surveys did not like what they did anyway. They didn't like the job they lost, So a lot of people come to me and say, how can I do what you did? Because it is a terrifying experience to leave your job. I mean, you leave your health insurance, your 401k, you leave all that security behind and all the people that you work with. But at some point, you got to ask, is it security or freedom? What do you want? You want to go for it. When people are ready to go for it, they plug into my coaching, and if they hear me speak or on a teleseminar, and we kind of take it from there, and we hold their hand and walk them through. This is what's going to happen. It's not going to happen overnight. It's in the microwave. You're not going to put your dream in the microwave and hit 1 or 2 minutes, and out it's going to come this great business of yours. So it's a process. It's training, and it's mainly in the mind. Most people wear $1,000 suits, man, but they can't get past their own mind. They look the part, they play the part. But when it's time to make a decision to go for it and go for freedom, they're paralyzed.
Now you talk about finding your Saturday, finding your Saturday moment, or
when you find your Saturday, man, it's that day you look up the clock and you just can't believe that you're doing what you love to do. Like, you guys have fun here. I mean, this is awesome. I could sit here every day, and just shoot the breeze with you guys. You're having a good time. Most people don't get a chance to do this, though. They don't roll their sleeves up, go into work, talk, have a good time. Most of them are just sitting around, oh my God, I'm stressed out, I got to fight traffic, I got my 17 cups of coffee, and then I'm going to rush lunch, and I got 17 meetings to go to. It's not like this.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, it's really interesting, and what we should do is we should have you do a quick assessment on our guests in terms of how to help them find their Saturdays. I know John's been looking for his Saturday for months and months.
I love this outfit, though, man. Nobody I used to work with dressed like that.
But I love your story about your job.
Yeah, but that's okay to say that you loved your job, but it's okay to say you love your kids, too. Yeah. I mean, this isn't an either-or proposition. It's just at some point, and see, my dad left my mom to raise 8 kids by herself. I think my last memory might have been when I was about 5 or 6. This was the last time I saw the guy. And I don't have any, I'm not going to be on Dr. Phil next week, boo-hooing about it or anything. I don't need therapy about it. But what I'm saying is, it's the emotional bow I wrapped around this business, saying I want to be a father. And what I found was, when my daughter was 3.5 years old, I was being that same absentee father. I didn't leave, I didn't get divorced, but I was spending 15 hours a day away from her. And now I spend 15 hours a day with my business. but I'm on a laptop in my living room or on the deck or in the patio or something like that. It's so much different. And
and you hardly wear pants anymore, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you're sitting out there in your boxes. Yeah, okay. Thank you for that.
Coffee you spend with your kid, right? When you're in your office, you go stand around the water cooler or whatever.
And you listen to.
You go talk to your kid.
Yeah. Would you rather have the moments? I mean, I'm one of the only fathers where I go and drop my daughter off every morning for the 3rd grade. We have 2 other daughters, by the way. Madeline gets all the publicity because she's the one that asked us tomorrow. Now Laura and Paige are like, hey, wait, time out, man, time out. I'm part of the family. But I drop my daughter off, and I'm one of probably, there might be 15 to 16 minivans in the drop-off line, and there might be 2 dads, you know, and I'm one of them. And I'm not comparing all I'm saying is that was my Saturday. I wanted to be in the minivan drop-off line, and I wanted to be getting my daughter to school. That's all I ever wanted to do.
It was a little bit, I recall the same. What do you hear from the people that you coach and all the seminars, all the events you do around the country? What's the most common complaint that you hear from people when they're talking about this inability to seize their lifestyle?
I'm afraid.
You're afraid.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I mean, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I would do. And my first question is, what do you love to do? And I'm not going to go down to the whole training module now, but there really is, what I did is I just take them through what I did. I felt the pain I was in. So, and when it got to be too much, I just said, I'm going for it. There's nothing can be this painful than being away from your kid. And what do you love to do? And secondly, can you monetize that? And who's your target market? You know, can you monetize what you love to do? For me, I'm an ex-stutterer. I used to hop up and down on one leg, stuttering like a maniac when I was a teenager. Now I speak for a living because I love to speak and encourage and motivate and inspire. I can't do what you guys do. You know, CIA, forget about it. You don't want me in the CIA, man. It's not even close to it. You got to watch out for our country.
John, despite what he said, actually worked with us for about 7. No, I'm kidding.
No. But what I love to do, I love to speak. And it's ironic that I was an ex-stutterer, you know. And I love to encourage, and I love to motivate and inspire and help people get to their very own Saturday. And everybody told me when I was going for this, you are crazy. You're out of your mind, man. Nobody's going to pay. Every day is Saturday? That's stupid. But you're going to get a lot of that when you go for your dream. But you're going to get a lot of pushback. And the closer you get to success, the more the enemy tries to attack, man. They try to keep you back, keep you back. So what I get is, Sam, I'm afraid. And what I say is, forget about the noise, forget about the negative naysayers, and forget about that negative self-talk in your mind. Just figure out what you love to do. Here's a real quick story. I had a homemaker come to me. Her husband lost his job of 30 years, right? Victim to the unemployment. Sam, you can't help. You just can't help. I go, what do you love to do? She goes, Sam, I raise kids. I don't do anything. I cook. Hold on a second. You cook. Do you have recipes? Well, yeah, I have 30 years worth of recipes. Have you ever heard of Rachel Ray? Have you ever heard of Paula Dean? Have you ever heard of Bobby Flay? Well, yeah, but they're about... And here comes the negative self-talk. I can't do what they do. Let's do this. Let's get all your recipes together. I don't care if there's coffee stains on them. They're on all notepad. Let's get them together. Let's put them, and let's get them on a website. We'll drive traffic to the site. This is real simple stuff. I mean, other people could tell her to do this.
You got to get people thinking in a
positive
way.
Sold on the fact that they can actually do it.
I wish we had more time to talk about this, but we don't. What's the website again?
EverydayIsSaturday.com. Get on the site. We have a free ebook called Seize Your Saturday Power, as well as my download of the Everyday is Saturday message, and it will inspire you to take action.
Now, does your daughter want you out of the house more? Does she say when's Monday?
Now everybody wants me out, right?
Exactly.
Dad, when's Wednesday? Start asking some questions. Who's calling?
Let's
things like
go
that.
around real quick.